Picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle. Welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Seattle Seahawks.
The kickoff for Seattle.
With my partner Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. Off we go from Lumen Field. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
First down team at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the ground, this is Ashton Genty. A big hole. He's inside the 30. Inside the 10. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, Vegas.
The kicker on for the point after.
The extra point, up and good. And the Raiders are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
8. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he's going to take this past the 45. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass. And I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
On the move, past the 40. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They get an even 20 on that ball. 1st down, Seattle.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he dances away from one defender on his way. Gain of 7.
It's a gain of 8.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Walker. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll try and run it with Walker. Marking right on the 15, and the march continues. That is a 1st down picked up on the ground.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Third down and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Tayo Odengbo. He gets there for the sack, setting up 4th down. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down 23-yard line.
Get it! 19 flagger, 19 flagger. 70 Lions. Go.
They'll start on the ground with Gentry. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Go.
Once again, it's Gentry. And he's going to be close to the 1st down. Out of bounds, just a little short. They can pick it up on 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gentry. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And it's a big play. He's finally taken down. What a way to end the 1st. They can't wait to start the next quarter. So after 1, it's the Raiders with the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Quarter 2 begins. It is Raider football as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Got it. Ready? Ready? Cougar 19. 70 Timberwolves. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 19 Lions. Street.
In motion, that's Thornton. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Tyrese Knight getting in there to bring him down. His 1st sack of the season. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll run it straight ahead now with Gentry. It'll be a short pickup down to the 22. Julian Love brings them down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
3rd and long.
Get it. Ready.
He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. To the pylon, he's in. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Raiders. That his 1st touchdown this year.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Give him 10 more on that one. And another 1st down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run here with Walker. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right past the line of scrimmage.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
It's a gain of 12 there. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
The RPO, that one is complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Shotgun run now with Walker. What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal.
Ready.
Here's Walker. He slams it in there, and he is in. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seahawks. His second rushing touchdown of the year. Meyer, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks are back within 4. It is 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Hey, check that. Street. Down. Steady.
On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
Up, flat. Come on. Hit.
They'll go again with Genty. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's to the right side, and caught by Bowers. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
He'll try to pick it up with Genty, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. On fourth down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. Darnold quickly to Smith and Jigba. And they'll get him down up around the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Seahawks.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Dante Thornton was the intended target. And that will lead to a second down.
18 Rattler. Let's go.
Now, faking the give, forced out left. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Man in motion here is Tucker.
Warrior 70.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Reek Woolen that time. Good coverage, and he breaks it up. Spencer Schrader comes on to try the field goal. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Raiders can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready?
On first and 10, here's Darnold. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Darnold to throw on second down. Downfield, he's got Wharton. Now Seattle will use the final timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This will be a 41-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks are able to cut it to 4, 17-13.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10.
Stephanie! Pat the 60, pat the 60. Hurt. Right there, hurt.
In motion, that's Thornton. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Okay, ready? Set, hurt. Come on. Set. Cougar 19. Warrior 70. 70 Ranger. 60 Maverick. 60 Buffalo 18. Ready?
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Now a shot here, deep middle. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, And that is how this first half will come to an end. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
A handoff, running left is Walker. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd and 10.
Ready?
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down. On the ground now with Jones. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
26-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Ready.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down.
Ready.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll give himself up after picking up the 1st down.
I love this call on 4th down, Mike. Put the game in the hands of your quarterback. Don't overthink it. In this case, let him do it himself, and he picks up a big 1st down.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
First run of the game here with Zach Charbonnet. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Darnold now to throw. That'll be swung out wide to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds. Down at the 20. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Seattle.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
2nd down, they need 7. Now, Darnold. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he'll get forward, give him about 4 yards before getting out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will score! Touchdown, Seattle. Now the point after drop from Myers. He's got it. And the Seahawks go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
At their own 20-yard line.
Trap 60, 19 tight, 19 tight, Dragon 60. Steady.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Out to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
Bowers, the man in motion.
19 Lions.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, they go with Genty. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Raiders send their punt team out. He's on for the 2nd time and wouldn't mind a carbon copy of that first kick. Returnable from the 17. Special teams has come up with the recovery.
it's so hard to say what goes wrong on these bad snaps, Mike. You know, sometimes it's mechanics, sometimes it's concentration, sometimes, frankly, it's just bad luck and things go sideways, but he puts a little bit too much juice on it, ends up out of the punter's reach, and now they're heading back to the sideline knowing they just put their defense in a really bad spot.
50, green, 6, mega, blue, yellow, Edo blue. Ready.
Now Ritter on first down. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks. But right now, it's been a lot of double coverage. It's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative, freeing him up.
2nd and 10.
Let's go. 60 red, 60, 10 cycle. Blue strike.
From the shotgun, it's Ritter. Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Genty. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. Big play coming up. This is third down.
Red 38. Black shot. Wing jack. Cut.
From the gun, it's Ritter. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. Fourth quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
At the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Darnold. Pass right side. That is hauled in by Horton. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 26-yard line.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. Again, it's Jones. And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Got it with Smith and Jigba. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
You never know which play is going to be the one that sways the game in your favor, and that could be it right there. I mean, to set up first and goal with that last pass completion, now they can really take their time. There is an element of working some of this clock down.
And he'll take it on in. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown Seahawks. That is second TD catch of the season. Meyer. Good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's first and 10.
Ready? 43 round.
They run out of the gun with Genty. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
Here we go, set.
A gain of 14.
43.
And the Raiders first down.
On play action, Ritter. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball down the field. You got a little reckless that time, and the defense made a pick. Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they'll try again here, second and 10. They'll drop to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he's in! Touchdown, Seattle. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. With that late touchdown, Mike, that should all just seal this victory away.
Makes the score Seahawks 34, Raiders 20. Michael Dixon, the kickoff over Seattle.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll come up for first and 10.
Come on, set, ready.
Out of the gun, it's Ritter. Rolling right. Oh, he's got a man running with them, and they connect. And he is out of bounds. midfield. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 33 yards. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Ritter. Going for it all. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy. Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. Room to run at the 35. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They run it once more with Jones. Now timeout Vegas. That is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On the handoff, Jones. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Now the Raiders going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. Here comes 3rd and 6. Up the middle, here's Jones. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. A pickup there of 25 yards. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
To the right side. This is Jones. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. They have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. So the 12th man,